Katie, bariatric nurse specialist here, jumping in for another Berry Babe podcast episode. So excited to have you here. Hope you're having an amazing day and getting out and achieving your thing. Today I wanted to chat around burnout. What often happens, especially for those of us who tend to sit maybe a little bit more in the neurospicy world, is that we get burnt out. So whether it's by eating the same food all the time or by trying to be everything to everyone all the time. And I know for me that's definitely something that's shown up a lot over the last couple of years. And now that I'm aware of it, I'm being able to name it, which is making a huge difference to my life and how I manage what my workload looks like, what everything looks and feels like. So I wanted to chat a little bit more around burnout today, just to share some coping strategies and how to manage. I think because traditionally for me, my coping strategies weren't the healthiest. For when I was burnt out, I would tend to get into really big anxiety or depression states, and also tended to reach for a lot of food that wasn't serving me so well. And that, 126 kilos, and also meant that I just felt rubbish about myself. Since going on the health kit with my husband and dropping some of the crappy food that we've been eating, goodbye takeaways, life has been going really, really well for me. I'm feeling really energized and I'm just making choices that just sit really well with me and make me feel like I can do this. And that's what I want to inspire in you, is that I want you to know that you can do this. This is an exciting time in your life. You didn't spend all the money on surgery to have it go pear-shaped. And so today I wanted to chat to make sure that you can overcome burnout too. So if you're sitting there and you are really struggling with anxiety, depression, fatigue, feeling like, why all the days blurring into one, you might actually be sitting in adrenal fatigue or burnout. And basically what happens at the root of this is that we have our parasympathetic nervous system and our sympathetic nervous system, and basically they work to keep us in harmony. Basically your fight or flight response, so what keeps you safe from all the lions and tigers versus what relaxes you and calms you down. And so when that's out of balance, often we kind of sit in this, they call it, there's three elements, there's fight, flight or fawn. So if we sit in freeze for too long, we move to fawn, and that's where all those people-pleasing type natures start to kick in. And fight or flight is very, basically your heart rate goes up, all the blood kind of pulls away, moves to your arms and legs so that you get ready to run. And this basically is your body's way of self-preservation. But if you stay in it for too long, that leads to high levels of cortisol, which is your stress hormone, which then leads to weight gain, because you also need to eat, because your body's constantly looking for energy, because it needs the energy to run, to keep you safe. But if you're sitting in that over and over and over again because of the world that we live in, that actually also means that you're likely to gain weight, you're likely to feel stressed and overwhelmed, you're likely to feel stuck and feel emotionally drained. And I'm not immune to this, and I want to share some of my journey around burnout. So a couple of years ago, I was in the full swing of this business. I was also doing some retreats with a different company. I had 3 children at this point. I was feeling totally overwhelmed by life. I also picked up a nighttime job just to give me a bit of more variance in my nursing skills, because I love bariatrics, but I was just looking to keep some of my nursing knowledge going. And so I was working at nights at that. So I think 3 days a week I was doing about 16-hour days. It was insane. And surprise, surprise, I ended up burnt out. And so burnout can last a really long time. It took me probably 9 months to come back from, and that's being probably under representing that, because it was probably longer, and I think I've caught up on it now. And so I definitely find when I don't prioritize myself, I don't prioritize the self-care, that also puts myself on back burner and feeds into that burnout. So if you are sitting in burnout right now, I see you, I get it, and it is totally okay. What you need to know is that there is a way forward, and actually prioritizing self-care is one of the first steps to getting you through burnout. And I get it, I've been there, I've lived it off and on for I think my whole adult life. And when I touch on the neurospicy, I think it's important to know that I actually have ADHD as well. So I tend towards the all or nothing mentality, but also when I get ideas, it's hyperfixation, and I'm kind of like all or nothing, all in it, jumping in it with my feet first and just getting the ball rolling, which is great until I run out of spoons. It means that I just can't keep doing what I'm doing, and it's not sustainable. And so that is... it's a superpower to have ADHD, it really is. But it does come with the opposite side, that it does mean it takes me longer to recover from these things. And so when it comes to you, if you can relate to being neurospicy like me, or if you can just relate to burnout, like life has just been hard lately, life has just been a bit overwhelming, and looking at your coping strategies, I know my coping strategy for the longest time was I'll just eat my feelings. I will just eat. I'll just make myself feel better. I deserve this. I'm doing all X, Y, and Z, and I deserve to make myself feel better. I deserve to have this amazing food because it's just going to give me the energy I need to keep going. The reality is I didn't deserve to feel my body like that, and I've never felt better than right now, because I am feeling my body well and I'm feeling amazing and things are going well. And so working out how to ground yourself can be a really great place, especially if you're sitting there quite jittery. If you're feeling like, oh, I can't sit still, obviously ADHD doesn't help with that for me, but if you're sitting in that kind of flighty type motions, yeah, or heavy people pleasing, then go outside and physically push your feet into the ground, bare feet into the grass, just so that you can feel it between your feet, and that actually helps settle some of that nervous system down so that you are reducing those cortisol levels. Take some really good deep breaths just to enable yourself to really feel and start to drop some of that fight or flight sympathetic nervous system going on. So that's a really cool little tool that I'm giving you to just help chill that out a little bit, and then also prioritize you. So do something for yourself this week. Do something that you're going to do to take care of you, because it's really easy if you're a busy mum like me, or if you're a busy professional, it's really easy to prioritize everything else that has to be done. But I'm telling you now, 9 times out of 10 that stuff can wait, and actually you getting through it is most important. My favorite analogy is around being on a plane. And this is basically, you're on a plane, you've got a small child next to you. The instructions every time you get on an aeroplane is make sure that you put your oxygen mask on first before you put a child's on. And this goes for self-care as well. You cannot pour from an empty bucket. You cannot do anything well in life until you're looking after you. And so prioritizing yourself by putting on your oxygen mask first means that you've got time and energy to give to everyone else in your life that thinks that they need or deserve some of that time. Put yourself first. Take some time out this week to do something for you. Something that gives you really good endorphins, makes you feel really happy, makes you feel amazing. It could be going for a swim. It could be getting your nails done, doing your hair. It could be having a catch up with some friends. Whatever you do that makes you feel good, try and not make it food centered, because that's what we're trying to move away from after surgery, right? But it's really around making sure that you put you first. Find something that you enjoy that gives you the good happy dopamine hits, the good endorphins, and then reduce that immune system down, that parasympathetic nervous system, so that you are able to just earth yourself. Maybe it's booking in a holiday. When was the last time that you had a holiday that you actually just could relax in? Sometimes home holidays are the best kind of holidays that I found, because you don't have the stress of trying to pack and get everything out the door and making sure you remember everything and rah. And I quite often will come home from a trip away and feel like I need a holiday from my holiday. And that's all around burnout. That's all around not prioritizing you, because it's about everyone else. And so Make the choice today around what are you going to do to prioritize you, what are you going to do to self-care, what are you going to do to get out of this burnout that you're in, because that doesn't lead to keeping that weight off. So if you have high cortisol flowing around from high stress levels, you literally inhibit your weight loss. Literally, that is the number one thing that you can do to make sure that you keep your weight on, is by remaining in a high stress environment, by remaining high levels of cortisol, because basically all your weight gets lost overnight, and when your cortisol levels are high, it inhibits that weight loss, it inhibits that growth and repair in your body, so you're more prone to injuries, you're more prone to sickness, because your immune system isn't able to kick in like it normally would, because you've got all the cortisol inhibiting all that growth, repair and weight loss. So it's really, really important that you start prioritizing you, because you're the only person that is responsible for you. We'd love to think that our loved ones are going to take care of us, but actually I'm saying to you right now that it's you. You need to start prioritizing you. You need to start taking care of you, because if you don't, you only get one body. Are you in here for a long time or a fun time? And really it's around making sure that you can be here to achieve your goals, to achieve your dreams, to achieve whatever's possible for you, whatever possibility you've created for you. I want that for you. And so if you're sitting there like, Lauren, I get it, I hear what you're saying, you're preaching to the choir, I don't know how to get out of burnout, I don't get it, but I know I need it, come have a chat. Let's have a discovery call. Let's work it out. Join our Success Club. Come hang out with me every month. Let's get you on track, because I guarantee you're going to get so much more than just getting through burnout out of working with me, because I have lived it and I know how to get out of it. And not only that, let's transform your life. Let's make it something that's not guided by willpower. Let's make it something that is truly wonderful, and something that you get out of bed every morning each day going, shit, yes, I am here, I am living, this is amazing. Instead of picking at your clothes or looking in the mirror and saying, oh, do I have to do another day? Oh, I'm so over this, I'm so over everything, I don't want to go to work and I'm just so stressed. Life's too short for that. My favourite motto is that I work to live, I don't live to work. And whilst I love my job and working with you all, I totally do it because I want to be with my family and spend as much quality time with my family as I can. And so what is your why? What are you doing? What are you showing up for in life? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What makes you excited? Because if you're sitting in burnout, then chances are you've lost sight of what that is. And so I challenge you to work out what that is, and how, let's implement a plan together. Let's get you on track so that you don't have to go another month, another week, another day feeling like you are out of control and the world is happening to you. So that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed another episode of the Berry Babe podcast. Talk to you next time. I'm excited to see what you achieve. Take care.